Let's start with a real question. Why are companies building GCCs? It comes down to three drivers: business impact, capability build-out, and competitive positioning. Enterprises want ownership and control, faster time to market, and the ability to consolidate fragmented vendor ecosystems. They want access to specialized talent, building in-house capability instead of renting it. And they want to compete through innovation, creating centers of excellence in AI, cloud, and data. Today, GCCs power critical enterprise work. They're no longer support centers. This is where GCCs fundamentally differ from outsourcing. Outsourcing creates distance between strategy and execution, ownership and outcomes. A GCC is different. It's your team, integrated into your enterprise, accountable for results. And you don't need massive upfront investment. You can start small and scale with intent. So great! Now that a company has decided to set up a GCC, what next? Setting up a GCC happens in 5 connected phases. Each phase forces critical decisions: location, capabilities, operating model, and governance. You don't need every answer on day 1, but you do need clarity on what you're building and why. Phase 1, business case. This is where you define intent, why you're building, what capabilities you need, and how success will be measured. Location, scale, and capability determine access to talent, cost structure, and growth potential. You build a multi-year business case, not just around cost, but around value creation. The second phase is where you shape how a GCC will work. Legal structure, governance, reporting lines, and decision rights define how ownership works across borders. This is also where you decide policies for HR, finance, and employee compensation and benefits. Strong GCCs design hybrid models, global standards with local realities. This becomes your operating blueprint. Phase 3 is build and set up. Workspace, technology, and hiring move in parallel here. The workspace reflects culture. Infrastructure connects you globally. Hiring becomes your biggest competitive battleground. This isn't staff augmentation. You're building enterprise teams. You need to take your employer brand to market to attract the right talent. This phase sets your momentum. Phase 4 is onboard. This is where knowledge moves, not just work. As your first team start work, it's critical they have the right context and background about how things work. High-performing GCCs invest in shadowing, documentation, and training, building institutional memory from day 1. This is where execution turns into ownership. Phase 5 is operate. We're talking payroll, HR, compliance, performance, career growth. Unlike outsourcing, you own the full employee lifecycle: culture, leadership, and integration. This is where GCCs become platforms for innovation and growth. These 5 phases aren't checkboxes. They're connected systems. Every decision compounds over time. Together, they determine whether your GCC becomes a delivery arm or a capability engine. What you gain is powerful, specialized talent, stronger retention, and the ability to build future capabilities in AI, data, and product engineering. Setting up a GCC isn't linear. It's a coordinated build across strategy, talent, operations, infrastructure, and culture, all moving in parallel. Some companies build with their internal teams. Others bring in partners who've done this end-to-end. Because building a GCC isn't just about getting started, it's about getting it right. We believe for every GCC question, there's just one answer. For the last 20+ years, Answer has taken all of our learnings from building 250+ GCCs into building an industry-leading global work platform which helps the world's best companies build, manage, and run the most successful GCCs. If you would like to know more about what we do and how we can help, get in touch.